Hello, I am back with the tail end of my last video. I got cut off because apparently the SD card in the camera phone was too full. So let's continue with why the narcissistic parent might manipulate the child. We talked about entitlement, power, control, fear, and also that the child is an extension, is seen as an extension of the narcissistic parent. In other words, anything the narcissist would do, they are shocked if the child wouldn't do it too. So if the narcissist would go climb a tree and the child is afraid of climbing a tree, the reaction by the narcissist might be, "Oh, nonsense, you love to climb trees," when actually it's the narcissist that likes to climb trees, not the child. You can see a lot of narcissism when, especially like at the mall or at a restaurant, you'll hear people say things like, "Oh, you don't want that toy. Oh, you wouldn't want that." How do they know? You know what? Seriously. I had that happen. I used to run a restaurant, and I'll never forget it as long as I live, because I wanted to reach over the counter and lose my Christian dignity and just shake the life out of this woman. Her little child came into the restaurant that I ran and owned, and the child asked for something, I think a hot dog, we'll say a hot dog, or no, the child asked for an ice cream cone, and the mother said, "Oh, what do you want, honey?" I don't know if it was even the mother, it could have been the aunt, the grandmother. The point is, it's an evidence of very narcissistic, mean behavior. Like I said, really irritated me. So the child said, "Well, I want an ice cream cone. I want an ice cream cone." She's like, "Oh, honey, well, we'll see." So she comes up to me and she's talking to me. "Okay, he'll have a hamburger and some French fries." And I'm sitting there thinking, didn't he just say he wanted an ice cream cone? And he overheard her ordering. He must have been like maybe 4 years old. And he's screaming, "I want the ice cream cone. I don't want a hamburger. I want an ice cream cone." And the mother says, "Oh, well, honey, they're all out of ice cream cones. You can have the hamburger." And he's like, "I want an ice cream cone. I told you I want an ice cream cone." She said, "No, you don't want an ice cream cone." At that point, I'm telling you, like I said, I was ready to lose my Christian dignity, reach over the counter, smack the lady silly, and say, "How the heck do you know what that child wants? And how dare you lie to them and say we don't have ice cream cones when you're looking right at a box of ice cream cones?" Seriously. I mean, I was pretty angry, and I can't stand when I see a parent telling a child, "Oh, you don't want that. You wouldn't like that." How do you know? Stop trying to be the child's brain cells. I mean, seriously, that's just rude and cruel. And I've seen it with narcissistic parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and cousins and whoever, but it's just plain wrong. Okay, let me get off that subject, because it really does make me very incensed and mad when I see how children are abused, and even adults, by narcissists. Okay, how to escape the manipulation. Now, this is mostly for adult people, not children. A child cannot escape on their own. They're going to need your help to report the abuse and get them out of there. But if you're an adult and you're in like a relationship, not an abusive one that they'll kill you if you leave. If you're in that relationship, be very careful how you leave it. I would never tell you, "Oh, just leave, you know, nothing's going to happen." I watch Lifetime Movie Network, okay? I know what can happen. So just be careful. Take good care of yourself and use wisdom before you do things. Now, if you're in a situation where you can get out, or you're in a situation where you can stay in it and you are strong enough that you won't lose your identity if you do stay in it while you bide your time, here is a way to escape being manipulated. First of all, rebel very calmly. Simply refuse or say nothing as to when the narcissist tells you to do something or tries to manipulate you. And don't do what they want, but do it very carefully and subtly. Become contrary. Do the opposite of what they say. That might kind of irritate them, but it'll avoid you being manipulated. Set guidelines and boundaries. Demand that they change, or set a consequence. "If you don't stop calling me names, I will not speak to you until you talk to me with dignity." I had to do that myself a few times with a few people. Disappear. simply don't be there for them to pick on. You know, take trips, get involved in a hobby, join a support group, anything to get out of Dodge. And lastly, remain separate from them emotionally. I'm going to end on this note. I know this is a quick video because it's just the tail end of the last one, so I can move on to the next topic, which is how to heal from narcissistic abuse. Okay. Yeah, I know. I say a lot. I noticed that, but I think everybody does unless they took like a speech class or something, how to speak in front of people, which I did not get a chance to do that yet. I probably should someday. Who knows? Anyways, there is a saying that if you can't let go of somebody, hold on loosely. I think that's a brilliant saying, because there are some situations that you can't get out of, and there's some situations that you can't get out of you. In other words, sometimes you're stuck in your environment, and then other times you're out of the environment, but it's still stuck with you. Until you heal from the abuse, you'll probably be in the second situation where you just feel so angry and so disillusioned and hurt, and you can't get past it. So if you can't let go of the person, hang on loosely. Don't act on your impulses to call them, to contact them, that kind of thing. But in your heart, just say, you know what, I can't let go. I feel like I can't let go. So I'm just going to write down my thoughts, and I'm going to still love this person and care about this person and hang on loosely. So anyhow, and that's a great idea. It came from Melody Beattie's book, The Language of Letting Go. And I live by that book as often as I possibly can. It's a really good book. If you don't have it, get it for yourself. The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie. Wonderful book on codependency, and it really helped me heal as one big step in healing from the narcissistic abuse I went through. Anyways, as always, if you're in a rough situation, a scary situation, a dangerous, toxic situation, please get out of it if you can safely. If you can't, tell a safe person. Get some help. Have a plan A to Z. You know, just know what you're going to do. Have a game plan. If there's children being abused, please report it. Please take action. Use wisdom. Do the best you can for that child. Thank you always for watching these videos. This is going to conclude this particular series of The Child of the Narcissist. If anybody has any input they want to add, some videos you want to share with me, with us, feel free. I always read your messages when you email me at delusiondispeller@gmail.com. I'm looking forward to hearing from more of you, and thank you for being with me over the years. I mean, it's amazing what YouTube, you know, what you can do with a YouTube channel. You just never know. Anyway, God bless you. Have a great day. I'm signing off for now, and I'll see you on the next video where I talk about healing from abuse by a narcissist. God bless you. Bye-bye.